Today we're going to make an autumn landscape picture with oil pastel using tints and shades for a full moon that's shining in the sky. Now right here I have a little diagram of how we're going to use some different colors to create tints and shades. We're going to start out by drawing some concentric circles. That means I start with one small circle and then draw larger circles around it. So it says that I need to draw 4 circles and then add a little bit of zigzag grass to the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of copy this picture a little bit. It is up to you if you want to put your moon on the right side or the left side. That is your choice. I think I'm going to do mine on the left side today. So very carefully, I'm just going to draw a size of circle that I think is good for my full moon. So there's my first circle. Now I'm going to do my second one around it. 2. 3. Now when I draw my fourth circle, I think I'm probably going to be starting to run off the page a little bit, but that's okay. I'll just kind of stop whenever I get to the edge of the paper. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 concentric circles. Now I have to decide where my grassy horizon line is going to go. I'm kind of making mine in a slopey hill shape. And you can add a few more little tufts of grass in your picture. That's up to you. It's not going to be a very detailed grassy landscape because we're going to be adding more to it later. What we are focusing on today is our tints and shades. So our sky is going to actually look a little bit like our value scale. The very first part of our value scale is going to be just pure white. So I'm taking a white pastel and coloring in that circle. The second circle is going to be blue plus white blended together. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is white. And I'm going to color it in just like so. And now I'm going to take a blue color and blend it together. I'm going to be using a circular motion as I'm coloring today. That will help it look like my moonlight is sort of radiating out from the full moon. And I'm going to add a little bit of white blended back on top because I don't want my blue to look too dark. I want it to be a light blue. Whenever you mix white and blue together, that's called a tint. I'm just going to keep on blending until I can't really see any black paper through my colors. Just like so. And now the next step is going to be just a plain blue circle. So this is going to be a little bit darker than the last one I just did. I'm going to keep on going until I've colored in this entire third circle. When my blue circle is finished, my fourth circle is going to be blue with black added in. Whenever you mix black into a color, that's called a shade. So I'm just going to start coloring in this fourth circle, and then I can blend some black on top. Now I don't need to add a lot of black. Black is very dark and very strong. So I'm just going to add a very light coloring of black with probably quite a bit of blue mixed back in on top of it to sort of blend out that dark color. Now the last step is to add black to the rest of the sky. Now my paper is already black, so I don't have to color it in completely. I'm just sort of adding a few curved lines to my coloring that sort of match with my concentric circles. So I'm just kind of curving it out throughout the rest of the picture, just to sort of make the sky match a little bit more with the rest of my oil pastel coloring. Now, the last step that many of you will want to do is do a little bit of final blending to your value scale. So right now I can definitely tell where each value begins and ends, and some people like to blend it out a little bit more. So, for example, I might add just a little bit of white into that first section right here. Notice how I'm still coloring in my concentric circles, that circular motion. There we go, that looks just a little bit more blended now. I also might add a little bit of blue kind of fading out into the sky. I personally think that makes it look a little bit more realistic instead of just having these harsh divisions between our colors. It sort of fades out just the way that real moonlight would. So it's just slightly more blended. I'm just going to keep on going, doing a little bit of blending until I'm happy with my sky. The last step is the grass. Now the grass is actually going to be a little bit of a mini value scale as well. So I've picked out 3 colors, a light green, a medium green, and a dark shaded green. And I'm going to use these on each of my zigzag lines. After you've added some dark, medium, and light highlight on top of each grassy hill, you're going to double check your paper to make sure that all the areas are filled in that you would like. If you're happy with your picture, then you are complete.